In a single year, one of America's most powerful and respected families, the Winthrops, was completely wiped out. First, a fire took the parents, then a car crash killed the son, next the daughter, dead in a skiing accident, and finally Gary Winthrop, murdered in his own home. Coincidence? Fate? Or was someone cleaning house? My name is Dana Evans. I'm a journalist and I don't believe in fairy tale endings or tragic ones without questions. Because when 5 people from the same family die under strange circumstances, someone, somewhere, is pulling strings. And I was going to find out who. I had just come back from the war in Sarajevo. I'd seen horror, real horror. But the murder of Gary Winthrop hit different. Gary wasn't just rich, he was royalty, in the American sense. Handsome, brilliant, compassionate. His death shocked the world. Shot during what the police claimed was a burglary, but the burglars had left the cash, the jewellery. They only took paintings, and then burned them. Why? The Winthrops were America's golden family. Taylor Winthrop, ambassador philanthropist. His wife, elegant, generous. Their 3 children, Paul, Julie and Gary, all promising, beautiful, adored. But one by one, they died. Taylor and Madeline dead in a fire at their Aspen home. Paul drove off a cliff in France. Julie crashed on a closed ski trail. And now Gary, shot dead in DC. 5 deaths, all accidents, all clean. Too clean. People grieved, politicians gave speeches, but I wasn't buying the script. Back home, I was raising Kemal, a war orphan I'd rescued from Sarajevo, a 12-year-old boy with one arm and a mountain of trauma. He was struggling, fights at school, profanity, violence. The school called again. He'd brought a knife to class. I didn't have a gun, he said. I was furious, but also afraid, not of Kemal, for him. Later that night, Jeff, my partner, said something that hit me hard. Walk in his shoes. So I tried. I spent an hour trying to dress using only one hand. It was humbling, heartbreaking. This child didn't need punishment. He needed protection. And I'd protect him, just like I'd protect the truth. At WTN News, we were planning a new investigative show, and I pitched the Winthrop deaths as our first case. My boss scoffed. Dana, this is grief, not conspiracy. But I couldn't let it go. I went to the tape archive. Hours of footage on the Winthrops. Publicly, they were saints. Camps for children, billions in donations, honours from presidents. Perfect. But perfection is a mask. The deeper I dug, the darker it got. I started interviewing people connected to the family, senators, secretaries, military generals. One man, General Booster, leaned across the table and said, "Let me give you some advice. Don't go looking for trouble or you'll find it." It was the first time I was directly threatened. It wouldn't be the last. I discovered a secret. Taylor Winthrop had been part of a shadow organisation, a global network, rich, powerful, ruthless. And there had been a meeting, 12 men from 12 countries. In that room, someone had said, "The threat will be eliminated within 24 hours. Nothing will stop us." I realised that Taylor had started asking questions, dangerous questions, and someone had decided he, and everyone close to him, needed to disappear. One by one they were removed. The deaths weren't tragic, they were orchestrated. The trail led to Elliot Cromwell, media tycoon and owner of My Network, and further still to a Russian billionaire with links to arms deals, war crimes and political coups, all protected by governments, shielded by money, and documented only in files that were quickly disappearing. But I had one thing they didn't expect: a survivor. Kemal had seen something years ago in Sarajevo, something that connected all the dots. They came after us, tried to silence me, kidnap him. But this time, I was ready. I went public, exposed the files, named names, let the world decide who was guilty. And the sky didn't just fall, it cracked open. The arrests began. The network of power began to crumble, quietly, of course. The media never covered it fully, but I knew. Kemal finally smiled. Jeff proposed. And I learned that sometimes the truth does win, even when the sky is falling.